I've come to realize that most people do have strategy that works, because I believe like all strategy works, but there's something that most of us do miss. And until now, I won't lie, I'm also facing this kind of a challenge. What am I talking about? Identifying the market direction. Somehow sound crazy, but if your strategy is in the wrong side of the market, then definitely it's not going to work, right? So for instance, let's say I've done my analysis and I've seen that, oh, the market is going up, and then all of a sudden the market comes and stops me out. Most people will be like, yo, the market came back, somehow grab liquidity, and then later went to my favor. Does it mean that you should be changing your strategy? No. It only means that you was wrong in direction. Why? Because if you was looking for buys, right, and the market came back and took you out, it only means that the market was not ready for buys. That means the market was still dropping, right? So what I realized is, once you start doing your analysis, right, all you need to do basically is make sure that you are good in direction analysis. What do I mean? You need to make sure that when doing your analysis, you cater for all possibility. That is, don't ignore anything. The first thing that you need to do, don't just open the market, because you might come to the market and then see the daily time frame. Let's say just start your analysis from the highest time frame. That is, most people like saying you come to the market and start your analysis based off high time frame, right? So you start your analysis based on the daily time frame, then you see, oh, the daily time frame is going up. Basically, just opening the market or opening your chart, then you just see price going up, right? So that will just tell you that, oh, we're in an uptrend, right? But if you don't connect the dots, that is, if you don't do deep down analysis, right, you might miss out, because maybe the daily time frame is going up, right? Weekly time frame is going down, monthly time frame is going down. So when going to the lower time frame, of course, you will be looking for buying positions, but then the market keeps stopping you out. Now, most people will try to change their entry strategy, right? Or their strategy. That is where we go wrong. And I realize that if we keep changing our strategy, then I don't know what we're doing, right? So once we make sure that we're good in our directional analysis, everything is going to make sense. I won't lie, like I said before, I'm still facing this challenge, right? Because I have an entry strategy, I have an edge, right? I'll modify it and I believe in my edge, right? But once I'm wrong in my direction, it won't work. Let's say I go in the market based on maybe, let's say, a candlestick, right? Oh, I'm looking for Marubozu candlestick. That is just an example, right? The market will give me that. I've done my analysis and let's say I'm taking my entry based on 50 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, right? The market will always give me that candlestick. But then the moment I take that entry, price reverses on me, right? I won't need to change that strategy. I will keep pushing. But the problem is, I might be thinking, oh, I should be changing my strategy. But then the problem is, my analysis was wrong. My direction bias was wrong. So that is what I will, need to work on. So that is my advice. Always work on your directional bias, right? Because once you understand the direction of the market, trust me, everything is going to work, right? Let's say you've done your analysis, you've joined the dots, and you realize that, okay, this market is going up, right? Go to the lower time frame and see the market maybe is still pulling back, that the market is still dropping. That tells you that, that drop, the market is still, in a downtrend. So all you need to do is wait for the market to change its character to an uptrend. Make sure that the bulls have already come in. Now, once you spot a sign that the bulls are, trying to dominate that market, then that is when you execute. And trust me, there's nothing good when trading with the trend. That is when trading with the direction of the market, right? So I'm a swing trader, right? And once I do my analysis, guys, and I realize that, okay, I've done my analysis and I'm with the trend people. That is, if I'm looking for buyers or sells, if I realize that, oh, I'm bullish, just like the market's bullish, trust me, it feels good. No pressure, no worries. You don't care about what the market will do. Even if you see the market pulling back, You really can't, because at the end of the day, you're following the big boss, right? So once you know that you are in the right trend, once you've done your analysis and you've seen that, oh, I'm with the big boys, you can hold that trade until TP. Remember, my rule says that no trailing, no taking partial. It's either the market comes and hit my stop loss, or goes and hits my take profit, right? We will go to the computer in a short while, and I'm going to explain how you guys can also identify the market direction. It's not as simple as we think, guys. It's not as simple as, oh, we come to the market, we see, boom, 4 hours, going up. So definitely we should be looking for buy. 4 hours might be going up, yes, but we should be looking for sales, right? There's this something that I like saying, that I do like to trade against a majority, right? When most people will be looking for buys, I think I should be looking for sales. Sound crazy, right? And when most people are looking for sales, I will be looking for buys. Crazy, right? So it's crazy, and I have that confidence in me because why? I do my homework well. I do my top down analysis, make sure that I've joined the dots, right? So if market decides to take me out, I'm okay. I take the responsibility, right? I'm okay. Accept the outcome, because trust me, if you are trading any type of strategy and the market decides to stop you out, Mimigo, that does not mean that your strategy is wrong. Go check the direction of the market, because there's no way you should be buying you should be buying in a selling market. There's no way you should be selling in a buying market, right? So once you redefine your directional bias, guys, your strategy is going to work. And anytime the market stops you out, that just tells you that, yo, I was wrong. And almost you'll be like, yo, the market has stopped me out because, I went in early. Yeah. What do you mean by you went in early? Going in early meant that, let's say you're looking for sales and you went in early, right? The market keeps pushing, goes and stop you out. So if you was looking for sale and the market did take you out, that just tells you that you are still wrong in the direction, right? You're looking for sales and the market is still pushing up, right? You should not be looking for sales. The market is still bullish, right? So until price changes its character, that is when you execute, Memigos. I hope that makes sense. I don't know, right? So my advice is never change that strategy. Most people have good entry strategy, right? But the reverse, people do like say, oh, I should be working on my entry strategy. Work on your direction. Once you work on your direction, everything is going to make sense. Stick to that strategy. Don't change that strategy, right? If you're trading double bottom, stick to that double bottom, right? Because double bottom, there's no way you should be trading double bottom in a selling market, right? If price is moving down, it's not a double bottom, right? You should be looking for double top, right? So until price decides to change its direction, then bull starts coming up, then you see double bottom. It will work, trust me. It will work. It's nothing like manipulation. If you was wrong in direction, you're wrong, right? The market's never wrong. We are always the wrong, right? So my advice is basically always know the direction of the market, and it's deeper than we think, guys. Always do deep down analysis. Most people will be like, yo, I come to the market and only take 5 minutes and I'm done with my analysis. Who are you trying to scare, me, amigo? Who are you trying to scare? We want to crack the code. This is not a competition, right? This is not a competition. Just do your analysis. Take time, even if it takes 50 minutes, 30 minutes to crack that one pair, right? It will be a good thing, because once you execute, my amigos, you will be very confident in that trade. I promise you, right? And yeah, let's just go to the computer and let me show you how I join the dots, how I identify my direction, and do deep top-down analysis. And once I identify my bias, wait for execution, wait for market to change the character, and that is how I execute my big. I hope this is going to help, and let's go to my office. Welcome back, amigo. So I want to show you what I meant by joining the dots, right? So for instance, if we say, okay, we start our analysis maybe from higher time frame, this is it.
we can come to the market, and basically we see on the higher time frame that the market is pushing up, right? So all we need to do is just look for buys. Correct, that is it. Yeah, we look for buys because the market is pushing up, correct? But I said we join the dots. What do I mean by joining the dots? You know, there is this theory that the market usually give out the third touch, and the third touch, that is when price do give out impulse move, correct? So when you try, or when you start doing analysis, my advice is always try to zoom out, zoom all the way out, so that you can see, you know, the bigger picture. And right now this is daily time frame, but we can't see everything. So what if, right, what if we are missing out something right here? What if you're missing out something? That's the question. Then we go to weekly time frame. Try to make sure, guys, make sure you zoom out all the way. This is it. My advice, just make the market look more smaller, just something like that. And before deciding, you know, what to do during this analysis, just look at the market, stare at your screen, try to, you know, see where you can join in the 1 to 3 dots. I hope you guys understand. I'm talking about trends 1 to 3. You know, if you've been watching my previous video, I bet you heard me saying 1 to 3, right? And if you don't understand, or if you don't see the picture, I do advise flip your screen, something like that, right? So once I flip my screen, then I start, I start just doing this, okay? Minimize, maximize, slowly by slowly, until I get the picture. Then I do like saying, okay, anything is possible. What if I try having my trend from that level, passing through that level? Look at that, mi amigos. Did we get a perfect touch? If we see, we have 1, 2, 3. This is not a signal, so don't watch this video and start looking for sales on Euro USD. Let me just flip it back. So this is it. See how perfectly it lined, right? We are not yet done. I said we join the dots. Remember, 1, 2, 3. Okay, correct? So what do you see? There's this 1, 2, 3. Let's just zoom in so that we can adjust that. 1, 2. What was our bias when we opened the market from the daily time frame? The market, let's just take it back to the daily. The market is looking so bullish. We should be looking for buys. Where is the market position, amigos? Can't we see that these are resistance? I think we should have adjusted the weekly trend line too. Right here. Let's just make sure we cater for everything, mi amigos. So we joining the dots. That is what I mean. Okay, we try to make sure that, you know, we've made at least the market to make sense. Okay, make sure everything makes sense. I don't know, let's just try that. Let's just have it right there. So where are we basically? If you like, you can have this also at the bottom, maybe right there. Okay, now when you, I don't know about most of you, but that is when I was starting forex back in 2019, because I never had domain tour. Most of the time, all I went and saw online were just market patterns and shapes, right? So if that's the case, this is when you should be trying to construct those patterns and the shapes, right? We remember the market in the forex market, we have symmetrical triangle, we have asymmetrical triangle, we have there's so many, right? We have pennants, we have bullish pennants, we have flag. So those are the things that when constructing or trying to join the dots, make sure that you see those patterns or shapes, right? Because I say understand the market structure, right? Now once you construct, this is it. I hope you guys now can see where should we be looking for buys. Is it safe for me to look for buys on this pair? Remember, this is not signal, guys, and I don't offer mentorship. I don't offer signal or any form of forex service, right? This is just me trying to show you how, you know, behind the scene, how I do my analysis. So right now, just, you know, maybe you can pause, try, maybe you can take that screenshot and do your research. You'll come up with this kind of pattern, whichever shape it is. I hope you will see. Try to do Google, you will see this kind of pattern, right? So Before we proceed, I know most of you guys, if you've not hit that subscribe button, maybe because this is the right time to smash that subscribe button, right? So this is it. My anticipation is, yes, we started we came to the market from the daily. That is how most people try to do the analysis, and we've seen, oh, the market is bullish, so we should be looking for buys. But where is the market position? Basically, we are currently at a crucial zone. Look at this level right there. You've heard most people say, or most gurus say, that take your buy when the market is at a support, take your sell when the market is at a resistance. Where are we? Currently, we are basically at a resistance. So you tell me why I should be looking for buys right here. Correct? That is one thing, right? Now, when we go to the lower time frame, daily time frame, I'm not going to the daily time frame and then start looking for my sales immediately. No, remember I've said when you go to the lower time frame, the market might be in another direction. For instance, this one on a weekly time frame, we are downtrend, right? And a daily time frame, we are in a bullish market, probably for our bullish market, something like that. Now, when we go to lower time frame, all we need to do is just wait for the market to change its character, right? Wait for the market to change direction, because we're looking for sales, because generally we should be going down, right? And once we've seen bears coming in the market, and that is where we should be executing. But now, no need to look for buys. Am I crazy? Even if I see the market's pushing up, no way, because where will this buy end? Nobody knows. Let me just show you. The market might push up. Oh, we look for buy, then all of a sudden, boom. I don't know if you saw what happened last year on XXJPY. The market was very bullish, but all of a sudden around June, July, I think so, or I don't know, was it June, July, all of a sudden the market dropped like crazy, because people don't do this deep down analysis, don't go to higher time frame, right? So this is just one of it. First, second touch, and the third, we understand that the market usually goes down, correct? Now, how am I supposed to look for sales, correct? Make sure that this is done. The market has changed, and now I've started seeing the market giving me something like bearish property. That is when I'm looking for my sell position, correct? Now, let's just have this. Yes, we understand that we are going up, so we have that, correct? I think there's something here that I should delete. No, not that one. Come on. I see there's something right here. Good. So this is it. We should be looking for sales, but daily time frame, for our time frame, still bullish. Correct? Now, if I start looking for my selling position, the market is going to burn me like crazy. Let me just clone this right here. The moment I start looking for my sales, I'm going to burn. But yes, I know the market is looking for it's looking like it wants to drop. So that is when you see, oh man, I went in early, I should have waited this, I should have waited for I should be working on my interest. No, don't work on my interest strategy. Once you have remember I said, once you have that good trade, remember that good trade that you had, 180 pips plus 500 pips plus that you caught, that same entry strategy that you use, that's the same way you should be having that. And in fact, I have something here. Let me just show you. When we go to Telegram, I think I had a good move. I think this is last year USD CHF, and I did pin this. If you can see, this was January 31st. I did pin this. Then I say this is a daily reminder right here. Remember, right here. Remember this trade. Remember this trade right here. And definitely most people are looking for buys around here. But guess what? 1, 2, 3. And did I just make my entry right here? No, I waited for the market to give me now a sign that bears are coming in. See another 1, 2, 3. Let me just help you to zoom in. You see we had a 1, 2, 3 once again. And the third touch, that's when I executed, mi amigos. Correct? Now, let's just have it right there. That is when I executed. At the same time, USD CHF once again did go back. We had a 1, 2, and the third it dropped. So that is just a by the way. So that is the same approach we should be doing or using to trade these GBP USD. Correct? If I'm looking for sales, let the market come back right here. All right? And as usual, we understand that 1, 2, 3. There is a 1, 2, 3, and as usual GBP USD is going to push up. What if that push is not a sign that we should be buying? All we need to do is wait and see. I don't know if you watched my previous video. Once GBP USD goes back and takes out this right there, guess what? Wait for that pullback. Remember 1, 2, 3. Remember the 1, 2, 3 that I just talked about, the one that I've just showed you on USD CHF right here, something like this. Now on the third, let's just say right there it went back to retest, or even maybe somewhere around that level. Then on the third, right here, and if I remember clearly, I also had 2023 I had an amazing swing on AUD CHF 2023. I can't forget, that was a crazy move, something like this. This is just the same analysis. I think it's also on my Telegram right here, but then that was way back, all the way down, if we start looking for such kind of market behavior. But then this is just what I'm trying to say. So let's just go to the H4. This is it. So like I said before, this is how I do my analysis. For now, I know most will be like, yo, the market is moving, so why should you not go in? Number one, what should I do? Why should I be looking for a selling position right now on this pair when I know the market is not ready, right? That is one. Number two, why will I look for buys right now when I know we are basically cruising around this resistance? So you see, it's crazy, but if this market probably was around this level right here, right, I could have looked for buys, because why? I still understand that, yo, there's that thing that most people say is 90% rule. So there's that possibility that the market was going back to test this trend line right there, and of course to test this trend line. So I'm okay taking that buy. But right now we've already hit these trend lines, right? We've already respected that, and that is, I see the market trying to respect or bouncing from that level. So we are we are cruising at a very, very crucial zone. Right now, there's this level right here. Mark this. Very, very crucial. Those who trade order blocks, demand and supply. So my anticipation is, see this. I can't even analyze this market and tell you what I anticipate right there. Then, the moment she breaks out of that low she created, definitely markets move like a wave. Wait for a retest. Attack. Crazy, right? Now, scalping, I can also do scalping, right? Because I understand there's this right there. Correct. There's this right there. Correct. Now, if I want to look for sales, right? The market is still bullish. Remember, the market is still bullish, but we want to look for sales. But now this is just for scalping or even day trading thing, right? So if I want to look for sales, I need to make sure that the market has done away with this. But then that sale is not going to be a long term, because I understand that at the end of the day, we might pull back before we go down. So looking for sales, this should be my anticipated take profit, this trend line right there, correct? So I go to the 1 hour really quick, and that is when I should be looking for any sign that the bears are coming in the market right here. So what does that mean? Right now, basically, like I told you, from was it daily? I believe so. Daily time frame 1 to 3. If you look at this, we had 1, 2, third touch, right? And on the third touch, that is where we anticipate people should be looking for buys, because the market is bullish. Remember our analysis, we said, oh, the market is moving up. But now, since we understand the general direction of the market, oh, we should be looking for buy, right? But understand how price is approaching the third touch, correct? Now, what if we have this right there? I told you market's all about pattern, right? So what if we have this, right? So that is just a sign of a continuation. Only if price comes back and it's just the same thing, creates a new low right there, goes back, takes out that new low, it's confirmed we're going down. We're going down. And of course 1 to 3, if you like, 1 is to 3 is to our ratio, but my anticipation is that trend line. But then if you don't need to be greedy. So 1 is to 3, 41 times 3, that's like 123. Let me just have this. 123 right there, something like that. I bet you can see 3 right there, correct. So that is how I do my analysis, simple. So the only thing remaining basically is just patient game. All right, you know, sometimes I can do my analysis, and if price don't react as my anticipation, guys, I'm not going to take that trade even if I see the market dropping. Let me show you something amazing on gold. I know most people are looking for buys yesterday. I was also looking for buys because I never did top down analysis, but then I'm like, okay, if XXJPY looks like buys, then no, I'm wrong in that gold direction. So this is gold. When I was telling my gang, remember I said I'm not offering any mentorship. So this was my previous premium gang, but yes, I'm not offering, but then I'm still guiding them, right? Still showing them my analysis, because these were amazing people. So I said this is yesterday, yeah, May 28th. I said, yo, there's a high chance to see also gold dropping. That is after I did was this was GBPUSD. Yeah, seems like dollar about to gain strength. So this is how gold was on the daily time frame. Remember, yes, you are bullish, but 1 2 3, like I told you guys, then market took this up and it started giving bearish property. This is 4 hour, you see, went, created a new low. I'm just going to talk about that gold in a while. You see right here, created a new low, went up, broke that new low right there, came back. So my anticipation is that, boom, still waiting, then boom. Let me show you gold. Right there, right here. So I'm not going to do that analysis again, because let's just say this is it. Like I told you guys, yes, it's still an uptrend right there, and I told you, once you see price comes back and creates a new low right there, goes up, then breaks out of that new low, get ready, my amigos. 1 2 3, remember the 1 2 3, price has taken out that low right there. 1 2 3, make sure that bears are already in. 1 2 3, right there. I'm not going to say how I did take that head and attack. This was amazing. Attack more than more than 3, I believe it was around 5 right there. So right now gold is doing something different, which is okay, right? I hope you guys learned, guys. My Telegram channel link in the description box. And once again, I don't offer mentorship. I don't trade for anybody. I don't offer signal. I'm just trading on my own, my amigos, right? So, but I will still send this kind of analysis. If you see my public channel, I still give out. So right here, this is another one that I gave out today in the morning, my analysis, right? This is what, in fact, I gave them gold, and right, this is what I told my gang. I gave them gold trade. Where is it? XAUSD anticipation. That was yesterday, 7:47 p.m. I gave them, right? Let me just show you another one. I keep giving people analysis right there. This was another one, right? So you just follow along and execute based on your plan or based on your strategy. Once I give you the analysis, the rest is on you. So adios, my amigos, peace.